Yo, what's up, everybody? This your boy. We're back on the set again, talking about the music here with my main man, John Williams from the A440 band. John, what's up, man? How you been, man?
I'm doing good.
Well, look, do me a favor, man. Why don't you just share with all of your fans and all the music lovers across the world, because this show is talking about the music. Just let them know a little bit about who you are and what you do and what the band is all about and what you've been up to, man.
I toured quite a while with a bunch of different artists from Memphis, like Rufus Thomas and Thomas, Eddie Floyd, Sam Moore from Sam and Dave, and Mavis Staples, Shirley Brown, a bunch of folks. And after being on the road for so many years, you know, and learning so much stuff from these cats, when I came off the road with Al Green in '97, I decided to put together A440.
Okay, now, not meaning to cut you off, but I know what you're doing, what the band is about, because I've heard you several times. I've heard you play several times. I've witnessed your concerts. When you were traveling and touring with all these other artists, explain to everybody what it is that you were doing with them. Are you a musician? Are you a singer? Engineer? A lighting technician? What is it that you do?
I was playing bass and singing background vocals. And some occasions, you know, they might let me step out front. You know, the situation was right.
So in your band, you were like the leader?
Yeah. I formed the band. It's been 11 years now. I formed A440, and I just wanted to. We're playing behind so many people, and the musicians kind of get left out a lot of times, you know. So I just wanted to. At first, it was gonna be a thing where I was gonna step out front, you know. But I decided that I'll feature a lot of other people up front, you know, and I still get a chance to do my thing when I want to, you know. But I enjoy listening to other people sing, other talent, you know. And it's not all about me, you know.
Right. Well, speaking of that, we're here now hanging out at an all-white affair, and some of you might hear a familiar song in the background. That's my man Dave Hollister on stage performing now, and then you've been here performing. And we just been here having a good time, man. Now, you named the band A440. Being a former, somewhat musician myself, I was taught that A440 means to be in perfect tune.
Yeah.
So that's what the band is all about. Everything is perfect.
Yeah.
Because, you know, a lot of times you get bands, man, you get one or two cats that can sing, and one here that can play a great guitarist, and the other guys kind of not up to par. But in your band, is that the case?
No, you know, and I was once in a band, and it was a very good group. It was called SRO back in the day, but I realized then that it didn't really take a bunch of perfect musicians, you know, to make the situation perfect.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because if that vibe is there, you know, and whatever the weakness is in the band, you have to have some strong cats around, you know. But when you got strong cats, you may have a weak cat, or you know, but it'll all come together, and you never can see that weakness really, because everybody is like a basketball team or football team. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So in other words, is that something that you could share with some of the younger musicians out there, some of the younger players that are trying to put bands together, that are already in bands that are established? You know, it's not about the individuality, but it's about the unity of the craft and everybody being together playing on one accord.
Yeah, it's exactly, man. You know, it's like I treat music and stuff like football. I used to play football in high school, and I kind of treat my music career like football. I treat my band almost like a football team, and I'm always preaching about if I'm off one night, then, you know, pass the ball to somebody else, because they may be hot this night, you know.
Exactly.
Let them take over, you know.
It's kind of like Kobe. Everybody expected Kobe and LeBron to score 40 points a night.
Yeah.
But sometimes they may get 20, which is still a good night.
Yeah, because it's all about winning. As long as you win, you know, I don't care who it is, who scored the points, you know, as long as we win that night, you know. And that's all I try to tell the guys in the band, you know. It's not a me thing, man. And you know, after being out there on those things, and you see how these guys is doing it big time, like Al Green and stuff, you know. I don't know, it's just...
It's a difference.
It's a difference.
It's a big difference. It's a big difference.
And like I tell some cats, they don't want to pay the price. A lot of musicians don't want to, younger cats around, they don't want to pay the price to get there, you know. And rehearsal and stuff like that, you know, you got to have it. Because a team,
Well,
a basketball team got to practice.
No
They're going to
doubt.
practice 5-6 days a week.
No doubt. Even though you're good and you are a professional, you still got to keep up the craft. For example, like now when we're doing a tour called The Legends of Funk, which features the Barcades, Ohio Players, Sugarfoots, Ohio Players, Confunction, Dad's Band, Slave, Midnight Star, and George Clinton.
Oh yeah, that's funk.
You know, real. And all these guys have been around for years and years and years. But they still rehearse the show, and the show is well rehearsed, and they rehearse every week. And what we do as part of the production team or whatever it is that I happen to be doing on any particular night, it's a plan. It's a plan, all of it. It's not just like we jump up and just do it. So younger cats, if you out there listening, you know, if you in a band or if you're trying to establish a band, you know, take it from John Williams. He's been around a long time. Rehearse. Gotta practice. As my granddad used to
it's
say.
a job. It's a job, you know. And cats come up with all kind of excuses why they can't rehearse and everything, but they want to make the money at the end of the night. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
But you got to rehearse. You know, you got people pay the money to come see you. They deserve to get your best. You know. So I always said, give 110%. You know, the coach always like the player that's gonna get out there and give 110%. If you lose, you know, it's not a bad loss if you done gave your all that night. You know. But usually, you give your all, it's just like taking a test or something. If you study for that test, then most likely you're gonna pass with flying colors.
Being in a managerial position, I always tell band members that I hire for different artists. Good musicians get paid good. Great musicians get paid great.
Right, exactly.
So if you want to get paid great, you got to put forth that extra effort. So now let me ask you, to your credit, how many albums or CDs that they call? I still call them records because you still got to go in the studio and record them. So how many records do you have? Does the band have to their credit?
We have one CD out, and it's about 5 years old. But I'm currently in the studio right now, working on 2 projects, the A440 CD, and I'm doing a solo bass project too right now. So I've started doing that, you know, especially with the passing of Wayman, you know.
Now, that's right, because you and Wayman were close friends.
I met Wayman. I met Wayman in Memphis, but then when I was touring with Al Green, I met him out in Phoenix, California, Arizona. He was doing a show out there, and I got a chance to meet Wayman. Then he opened up the show for Al, and we hooked up after the show and got a chance to hang out and kick it for a while, you know. But he was a real nice cat, man.
So is the album gonna sort of be like a tribute to Wayman, or?
I'm gonna have some tribute stuff on there to Wayman. I'm gonna have some tribute stuff on there, man. And I'm gonna do some singing on the album, on this bass project. Cause you know, it's like some of my favorite bass players. I'm a big fan of Marcus Miller and Jaco Pastorius. You know, it's like, Jaco makes the bass sing. And I'm crazy about Marcus because Marcus wasn't just a bass player. Marcus did, you know, to me, Marcus pretty much made Luther and David Sanborn back in the day.
Tremendous
when they was the hottest,
you
know, when they was the hottest thing out there, you know, you look at the credits and you see Marcus Miller was doing everything on those albums.
Right, no doubt. Well, look, you told us a lot of the people that you work with, but who are some of your musical influences? Some of the people that influence you?
Well, man, I grew up in a family. I remember being on the road when I was in 2nd grade. So everybody in my family, my mother and my father, were both musicians, you know, and my brothers and sisters, they were all musicians. They're all musicians, and grandparents, my aunts. So we toured. We had a gospel group called the Family Stars back then.
Hey man, see, that's where I came from too, so I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so, you know, 2nd grade, we was on the road doing gospel concerts and stuff like that, you know. And it was almost like 2 days a week at the house, we had rehearsal, you know. So our neighbors would sit out on the front porch because they knew the Williams family was getting ready to rehearse. It's like they was watching the concert every night, you know, in the hood.
Right. So pretty much your family influenced you to do
Yeah, my family influenced me.
I can feel that, man.
A whole lot, yeah.
Well, look, John, thanks, man, for stopping by.
Thank you.
Plan to have you again on the show, man, because we out here on the road. Y'all see we in the bus. We just traveling. We doing it like this. We talking about the music, man.